Peace and welcome to Supreme Book Dealer. My name is Wes and I am the Supreme Book Dealer. And on our last episode of Books in a Trap, we spoke about Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K Rowling. And talking about that book gave me an idea. What if I ranked every single Harry Potter book in order from which ones I like the most to which ones I like the least? And maybe I can do that to other popular franchises, but it only feels right to start with Harry Potter, with the Harry Potter series. Now here's a caveat. We're only going to be talking about the first 7 books. So we're not going to be talking about Harry Potter and the Cursed Child or any of those other later texts. We're going to be focusing on the first 7 books that directly that have to do with Harry Potter. Before we begin this video, please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and you can always keep the conversation going in the comment section, and you can always reach out at supremebookdealer@gmail.com. With that being said, let's jump right into our list. So number 7 on my list is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Now, this is my least favorite book in the series. I think this is the blandest one, although I do acknowledge that a lot of the plot going forward does start directly in this book. But also, I think compared to other books in the series, this is just the weakest. If I had to pick a book out of the series that I would probably not read again, unfortunately, it would be Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Now, that's not to say this isn't a good book, because I think it is. I just think it falls a little short when you compare it to the other books in the series. Number 6 on our list is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Now, I actually dislike this book more than any other book in the series, but I have it ranked higher than Chamber of Secrets because I think it's a more well-rounded book. Here's a couple of things that I enjoy about this book. I love how dark it is, right? I also love the fact that it has an amazing scene with Dumbledore and Voldemort dueling. I think that scene is so dope and it's just A1. I also love how dark this book is. And if you're wondering, why do I dislike this book so much? It's because of Dolores Umbridge. I absolutely hate her. I hate her so much. And I think she just ruins the book for me because she's just that bad. And I know what you're thinking. She's supposed to be that bad. And she's supposed to be that annoying. And I think you are correct. I think she is. But I hate that she is in such a large portion of this book. And I don't feel good when she gets her comeuppance. I actually still feel bad. So I don't know. A lot of you might disagree with me on this one, but Order in the Phoenix is number 6 on my list. I just could never really get into it. That's just me. All right, coming in at number 5 is the book that started it all, and that's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I love this book because it's probably the simplest book in the series. It's the simplest book in the series. I think it's easy to read. It introduces us to this wonderful world that we all fall in love. I think the only issue I have with this book is much like Chamber of Secrets. It just kind of falls a little short compared to all the other books in the series. Every other book is really action-packed and really furthers the story. But this one could kind of even stand on its own in a sense. But I still think this is a great book. And that's why I have it ranked as number 5. Coming in at number 4 is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. My book is so old that I lost the jacket to the book. And that gives this book some character. And it shows you how much I love this book. Now, I love this book because it's action-packed, right? So much stuff happens in this book. Another thing that I really love about this book is I really enjoy how integral to the plot Hermione is. I think that without Hermione, nothing really good happens, right? I don't think they win. if Hermione is not there. And I think it makes her character seem so strong and so smart and so key to what is going on. What I don't like is that the book strays away from Hogwarts. And I know I might be in the minority here, and that might be a hot take, but I really do enjoy Hogwarts. I enjoy that. I enjoy the fact that it's a centerpiece of this series, and the fact that they kind of move away from it in this book. I don't really know how I feel about that. Now, once again, that's not to say this is not a good book. Another thing that I kind of don't really like is I was never really a big fan of the Horcruxes. I might be saying it wrong, I'm sorry, but I was never really a big fan of it, and I think they spend entirely too much time going after them. But that's just me. Coming in at number 3 is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Now, I really, really love this book. I love the fact that characters get developed more. We learn more about Dumbledore. We learn more about Voldemort. We get to see Harry and Dumbledore's relationship blossom. These are things that I really love. And we get so many questions answered in this book. Yeah, I mean, it's really nothing else to say. Like, this book is so good, and that's why I have it as number 3. Number 2 is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I love that this book is so dark. I love how this book introduces one of my favorite characters in Sirius Black. And I think that this is the most concise book out of the whole series. I think every word on the page has a point and has a purpose. This is sometimes one of my favorite books. I always bounce between this book and number 1, and depending on the mood that I'm in, depending on the day, sometimes this is my favorite, and sometimes the book that I have as number 1 is my favorite. It just so happens that this book really made me love Harry Potter. I would say this is the book that made me fall in love with the series. And this book has a special place in my heart. All right, coming in at number 1 is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This book is fire. I love this book I love this book for a few reasons. I love that it expands the Harry Potter world. We get to see all of these other schools and all of these other locations other than just Hogwarts. I think that's great. I love tournaments. Any book that has a tournament, I'm already invested because I want to know who's going to win that tournament. I just also think this book is so much fun. It's probably the most fun out of all Harry Potter books. And the ending, it's tragic, it's dark. It really makes you want to continue reading to find out what is going to happen in the aftermath. And yeah, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, my number 1 book in the series. All right, so that's it. That is us ranking our Harry Potter books in order from the one we like the most to the one we like the least, or should I say the one we like the least to the one we like the most, because that's the order that we did it. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know how you rank each Harry Potter book. I'm sure it might be different from mine. And just remember, this is just my opinion. This is not written in stone. This is not a fact. It's just one man's opinion on the series. But tell us what you think in the comments. Also, you can like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel. Always reach out, whether it be in the comments, or you can always send us an email at supremebookdealer@gmail.com. And lastly, but most important, be safe, stay well, and keep reading. Peace.